Before we get into this absolutely unbelievable story, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you never miss any breaking updates from the Dodgers universe. Because what we're about to dive into today is something nobody expected, not the fans, not the analysts, and definitely not the Dodgers front office. Shohei Ohtani, the biggest superstar in modern baseball, the face of the franchise, the man whose presence alone changed the entire identity of the Dodgers, has allegedly blasted Dodgers management in a leaked interview that has set social media on fire. And trust me, the details inside this leak are way more explosive than anyone imagined. This is one of those stories that doesn't just shake a team, it shakes an entire league. When a global icon like Shohei speaks, the baseball world listens. But when he speaks out in anger? When he calls out his own organization? That's when everything gets messy. Fans are stunned, insiders are scrambling for answers, and the Dodgers front office has reportedly gone into emergency damage control mode. And the question everyone is asking right now is simple: what pushed Ohtani to this point? So let's take a step back and roll the tape. For months, people have been whispering that not everything behind the scenes in Los Angeles is as perfect as the team wants fans to believe. Sure, on the field, the Dodgers have been stacking wins, dominating headlines, and maintaining one of the most stacked rosters in baseball history. But even the strongest teams have cracks, and sometimes those cracks start with decisions made at the very top. According to the leaked conversation, Ohtani made it clear he was unhappy with several internal choices, including how the team has handled player injuries, how communication has broken down in key moments, and how management has allegedly ignored concerns from star players. The most shocking part? Ohtani didn't hold back. In the leaked audio, he reportedly said that certain executives don't understand what this team actually needs, and that some decisions were based on money and image more than winning. Let that sink in. A two-time MVP, the man who signed a record-breaking deal with this franchise, openly suggesting that the Dodgers management cares more about business than baseball. That's the kind of statement that can create earthquakes in the sports world. But there's more. Ohtani also spoke about issues with team chemistry, something fans rarely hear him discuss publicly. According to the leak, he hinted that some players have privately expressed frustration with how the organization handles internal disputes, how slow they are to respond to certain problems, and how the atmosphere hasn't always been as united as the public believes. And coming from Ohtani, someone who is famously private, quiet, and respectful, those comments hit harder than they would coming from anyone else. And this is where things get even crazier. Sources close to the team are claiming that Ohtani's frustration has been building for months, especially as injuries began stacking up and several questionable roster decisions were made. Some insiders say that Ohtani wanted the team to make stronger moves at the trade deadline, moves that could have protected the roster from burnout and pressure. But when the Dodgers failed to pull the trigger on certain deals Ohtani reportedly supported it, added fuel to the fire. Now here's where the story goes from surprising to absolutely wild. The leaked interview wasn't supposed to be public. In fact, it wasn't even a formal interview. It was allegedly part of a private conversation with a trusted media figure, someone who Ohtani believed would keep everything off the record. But at some point, someone hit the record button. And someone decided to leak it. Why? That's the million-dollar question. Some believe it might have been done by someone inside the organization trying to expose internal tension. Others think it could have come from an outside party hoping to push the Dodgers into making big changes. And then there's the possibility that someone simply wanted to stir controversy to get views, clicks, and attention. But no matter who leaked it, the damage is already done. And fans are reacting in ways the Dodgers did not expect. Some fans are supporting Ohtani, saying they've noticed questionable decision-making from the front office for years. Others are shocked that Ohtani, who rarely shows frustration, finally reached the point where he had to speak up. And some are scared, genuinely scared about what this means for the future of the franchise. Because if Shohei Ohtani is unhappy, how safe is anyone? As expected, the Dodgers front office has reportedly gone into full panic mode. According to multiple insiders, Meetings have been happening behind closed doors since the leak went viral. Executives are calling advisors, PR teams are drafting statements, and there are rumors that some high-ranking officials are pushing for an internal investigation to find out who released the recording. But the real question they're facing is deeper than that. How do you repair trust with your biggest star? You have to understand Ohtani isn't just another player. He is the anchor of the Dodgers' future, the reason fans fill stadiums, the reason networks fight for broadcast rights, the reason the Dodgers brand is stronger than ever. Any sign of tension between Ohtani and management sends shockwaves through the entire sports world. Baseball analysts on TV have already started asking the uncomfortable questions. If this relationship keeps getting worse, could Ohtani eventually consider leaving? Could he force changes within the front office? Could this leak be the beginning of a much bigger drama? And then we have the players' reactions. Even though nobody has publicly commented yet, insiders say the clubhouse is buzzing. Some players apparently heard about the leaked comments in real time and were shocked. Others reportedly weren't surprised at all, saying they've seen the tension building for a while. One anonymous source even claimed that Ohtani's comments might push other players to speak up, creating a domino effect that could expose more internal problems. This is not the kind of headline the Dodgers want right now. After years of building one of the most elite reputations in baseball, this single leak threatens to paint a completely different picture, one of frustration, mismanagement, and disconnect between the stars and the executives. And honestly, it raises huge questions about what the Dodgers will do next. But let's imagine the situation from Ohtani's perspective. He came to the Dodgers with massive expectations, massive dreams, and a desire to win championships. He took a historic contract that shocked the entire world. He joined a franchise that promised innovation, commitment, and championship-level decision-making. And now, after everything he's invested, he feels unheard. He feels that decisions affecting the team's future are being made without the right priorities. If you're Ohtani, a generational player who gives everything for the game, that frustration can build into something explosive. And here's another twist fans are talking about: timing. Why did this leak come out now? Right before a crucial stretch of the season, right when the Dodgers are under pressure to make big moves, right when every game matters. Some believe this leak was intentional, not from Ohtani, but from someone trying to force the Dodgers to take action. Or maybe it's someone trying to sabotage the team from the inside. Either way, the timing is too perfect to ignore. Now the big question becomes, what happens next? Will the Dodgers release a statement defending themselves? Will Ohtani address the leak publicly? Or will both sides pretend nothing happened and hope the attention fades? From what insiders are saying, we might actually hear a response sooner than expected. The Dodgers cannot risk this story spiraling out of control. And Ohtani knows millions of fans are waiting for his side of the story. But one thing is absolutely clear: this situation has exposed the truth behind the glamour. It shows that even the most powerful franchises in sports aren't immune to drama. It shows that even the most humble superstars can reach a breaking point. And it shows that behind the scenes, things might be more chaotic than the Dodgers want people to believe. As we wrap up this breakdown of one of the most shocking stories of the year, it's important to remember that this is still developing. New details could drop at any moment, more insiders could come forward, and the Dodgers might be forced to take drastic action to control the narrative. But for now, fans will keep asking the same burning question: if Shohei Ohtani, the heart of the franchise, is calling out management, what does that mean for the future of the Los Angeles Dodgers? If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more updates as soon as they drop, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single upload. Things are only getting crazier from here, and trust me, you're going to want to stay locked in.